So a lot of people have trouble with bridling. There's some issues like, one, the horse puts his head up too high. Oh, I can't reach because I'm a little bit short. The other one is often they'll close their mouth, close their teeth, so the bit won't go in. And so two of these issues are really quite simply fixed, just with a little bit of patience and time and some feel. And so what I thought I'd do with Excalibur here is, if he's in the right mood today, we see if he can show us a little bit of what not to do, and then maybe show us a little bit of what we can do. So first of all, when you go to put the bridle on, what I'd suggest is you actually open up the length. Don't have it at the length that you want it to be when it's on the horse. Have it at least one hole or maybe 2 holes longer. So the idea is that when you go to put it on the horse, you know, what a lot of people do is just try to get it up here and put it on the horse's head, and the horse, hopefully you can see that up there in the camera, and the horse's head goes up in the air, and what do? So my suggestion right here is we ask our horse to lower their head and then take the bridle away. So we'll try again. I'll put it up here and ask him to lower and take it away. Now this is very hard for us as humans to do this, because we think, he's brought his head down, let's put the bridle on. But what I want you to do is to try and teach your horse that if the bridle comes up here and his head comes down, he will actually get rid of the bridle for the moment. So then we go to there. This is a good start. And you might even just put it on the ear, just check that things are okay, and then see that he can stay there and be quite comfortable. So that's quite good. Now the next thing I would do, just to help the taste a little bit for the horse, because I'm just using a common ring snaffle. It does have a little bit of copper inlay in here, but it's just a sweet iron snaffle. What I would do is put a little bit of honey on here. So the idea is that this just helps sweeten the bit for the horse. So as he starts to open his lips, put a bit of his tongue on there, he can taste the honey. So let's see. Arrange the bridle a little bit. Now we've got to ask him back down. Good. Come on down, big boy. Because I'm way too short to put the bridle on when he's got his head in the air, let me tell you. So now, what I do is hold the bridle with my right hand between the ears, and my left hand comes down to the bit, and it'll help him guide his mouth over the bit. And when he touches it, that's great, he tastes the honey. I can also put my thumb just in the ring if I need to help him understand that he should open his mouth. Now the key is I swap hands and put my left hand up at the top, and I help the right ear push forward and in. Try not to drag the ears back. Left ear, same procedure, forward, and then fix up the brow band on both sides, and then clear out the forelock, and everything should be sitting quite neatly. And now the bridle is probably a little bit long, or the bit is a little bit low in his mouth, so now we can do up the bridle to where we want it. Then what I do like to do is have my bit fairly low when it's a snaffle, broken snaffle. I like to have it fairly low in the mouth, so that if I just ease it down, if he opens his mouth a little bit, there we go, that the bit is not pressing on the front teeth, but it is nice and low. Now what can happen is Excalibur then can decide where he wants to put the bit. So if he licks it up and puts it up, you might see just a little wrinkle just coming in there, which is what some people tell you to do, put the bridle in at the wrinkle, so there's 1 or 2 wrinkles. I would suggest it's best if the horse can decide where to put it. He can then let it down, put it up, he can put his tongue over it, under it, whatever he wants to do. So to take it off, we'll do the reverse, basically the reverse of that. So I'll just show you. Again, I would ask him to come around and talk to me, maybe lower his head a little first, take off the throat latch, and then reverse order. So what I do is ask his head down with my left hand, I take it off the left ear, left hand again off the right ear. Now what's important is his head is nice and vertical, so his teeth are like this. They can open and let the bit out. And I can ease it down with my right hand, the top hand, so that it doesn't clonk on his teeth on the way out. And he gets to the feel of spitting it out, like he's doing it. Good man. And that's bridling and unbridling. Nice breath. Okay. So we'll now head back to the paddock.